On this edition of Fulton at Work, summer's here and the time is right to keep your children entertained after that final school bell rings. We'll explore the fun and educational programs taking place at your local library and Arts and Culture Center. I'm Daryl Carver. All that and more starts right now on Fulton at Work. The kids are out of school for summer break, and keeping them entertained is just one challenge for parents. The other is making sure they don't forget what they've learned in the past 10 months. The county's library system and Arts Council may have the solution to both of those issues. FGTV's Priscilla Ortega explains.
With more blazing temperatures expected this summer, adults and children may decide getting outside is not an option. Exploring your local library, however, is. The neighborhood library is no longer just a place to check out books. It's filled with entertaining and educational programs for the young and old. If you want to better grow your garden, head to the library. Want to learn a second language? Head to the library. You can even build a better world from scrap pieces of wood. That's right, at the library. And thanks to technology, having an entire library in the palm of your hands while in the comforts of home is possible through the county's digital app. This neat feature offers a wide array of popular digital magazines, over 10 million songs and movies for streaming. All you need is a library card. Looking for a little culture this summer? With arts and culture centers located throughout Fulton County, adults and children this summer can experience various arts camps that teach activities such as dancing, music, and acting. There's also a night of music that salutes the great women of American music and a program for teens interested in sound design and music recording. Since Fulton County believes all people's lives are culturally and recreationally enriched, being bored this summer is not an excuse. Reporting for Fulton at Work, I'm Priscilla Ortega.
Thank you, Priscilla. Now, when we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about these programs and how you and your family can get involved. So please stay with us. Welcome back to Fulton at Work. I'm Daryl Carver. The Atlanta Fulton County Library System for years has empowered all residents with the essential tools for lifelong learning. Joining us now to tell us a little bit more about these various learning tools is Atlanta Fulton County Library System Public Affairs Officer Rachel Daniels. First of all, Rachel, thank you for joining us here on Fulton at Work.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Now, before anyone can take advantage of all these great programs that the libraries offer, they first need to get a library card, correct?
Yes, they do. But at the same time, you can actually go to the libraries and attend the programs, and you do not need a library card for that, but we encourage everybody to have one anyway because it's free and you have access to tons of digital resources.
Now, to get a library card, can you go online or do you have to acquire one in person?
Well, you can go online to apply for one, but to actually get the library card, you have to come in with your proof of residency. But you can apply online as well.
One of the first things we wanted to talk about once folks are in the door at the library is the summer reading program. What's involved in it, and is it happening at every branch or just certain specific ones?
Well, the summer reading program is actually a traditional thing that majority of the libraries do. And this year is the biggest that we've ever done. And so the summer reading program is a way for children to come in after school ends, and there's tons of programs that they can get into. They can get into yoga, storytelling, they can build things, a lot of arts and crafts, and there's a lot of parties and kickoffs that we're doing. So this year is bigger than ever because every single branch is going to have their own kickoff from the beginning of the summer in June all the way to the end of the summer in July. There's going to be kickoffs and also wrap-ups at the end with tons of parties, face painting, balloon animals, puppets, and anything that most children would love to get into.
Now, is this something that all ages can enjoy?
Absolutely. There are programs from toddlers to small story times for them. There are teen programs where they can get into a lot of teen text, where they can create beats. They can do a lot of coding, things that teens nowadays are really into. And then it also goes to adults, where there are yoga classes and meditation classes. There's also computer classes. We do still help with resumes and job huntings and just a lot of things for general families.
Now, I understand it's possible to check out a zoo pass at the library. Tell us a little bit about that process.
Absolutely. There's a lot of passes you can actually check out from the library absolutely free. The zoo is one of them, of course, where you're able to get the pass for 2 weeks for a family of 4. And we also have passes to the Center of Puppetry Arts. There are passes to museums and to national state parks.
Now, we saw in Priscilla's story the digital app that really attempts to put the library system in people's hands. Tell us a little bit more about how that app functions and what you hope to achieve with it.
Okay, I personally do love the app. That's where I book all of my books, because sometimes you get very busy and you're not able to really track down the books you need. And we do have a lot of helpful librarians who are there to help you do that. But on the app, you're able to, if there's a specific author that you're looking for, you're able to type in the author's name and all their books will come up. If you are looking for something specific, like cookbooks for cholesterol, for example, you type in those 2 words and then a whole bunch of books will pop up. And what you're able to do is click the ones that you want to check out, and they'll place them on hold on the library that's closest to you. And they'll give you a call when your library books are ready, and you just go and you pick them up.
Now, when we think of libraries, we think of the written word, especially books, but we also saw that there's online music and magazines available for download. How does that work, and how long will you have access to those materials?
You know, I think our digital resources are such one of the best kept secrets that we are really trying to get out there. There is Zenio and Hoopla and Mango Languages, where, let's do Mango Languages, for example. You're able to learn up to 80 plus languages for free. Something like Rosetta Stone would cost, hundreds of dollars, but you're able to do this and have this resource to download on your phone, on your app, check it out on your computer, and it's absolutely free, and you have access to it as much as you want. For the music, you're able to, we just recently got, what's it called? Freegal. And so you're able to listen to music as much as you want, but you can download and keep 3 songs a week for free. So think about how much money you spend on iTunes, and you're able to get these resources absolutely free with your library card. And we also have a digital app called Zennier and Flipster, where you are able to download all of the popular magazines, hundreds of magazines, Cosmopolitan magazines, Newsweek magazines, US Weekly magazines, things that you see at the counter store that you would spend money on. You're able to download it on your app or look at it on your computer for absolutely free. All you need is your library card.
And what other services can people take advantage of specifically during the summer?
Well, from all of our programs, like I said, we'll have programs almost every hour by all of the library systems. And also, besides the special things that we do, from the parties and everything for summer reading, we're still going to have our normal programs, which are computer classes, which are story times for your children, and there are fitness classes, by the way. There are boot camps that happens and yoga classes. So really anything that you really want that you see from a gym or even classes we have at the library, you can simply just go on our website or an app and just look at the programs that we have going on. Also, we have a newsletter called Access that is at every one of our library branches you could pick up, and it has at least every 2 months, all the programs that we have to offer. And there is a digital version that you can find on our website as well.
And how can people sign up for that digital version?
Well, on the website, you can actually check out the digital version on the website, but if you want to sign up for our e-newsletter, you can go on our website, and on the front page it gives you a space for you can sign up at. And also, when you attend the programs, we do have sheets for people to fill out, and they can sign up and opt to receive the digital e-blast. And when you apply for your library card, we'll also give you that option to receive our digital news blast as well.
Great information. When we come back, we'll find out how Fulton County Arts and Culture is building programs, institutions, and partnerships to enhance cultural life for all. Please stay with us. Welcome back to Fulton at Work. I'm Daryl Carver. Whether it's performances, concerts, special programs, or exhibitions, Fulton County's Arts and Culture program is designed to culturally enhance everyone's life. Joining us now to explain is the manager of the Aviation Community Cultural Center, Earl Jackson. First of all, thank you for joining us here on Fulton at Work.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how many art centers and facilities are there in Fulton County?
We have 5 art centers located throughout Fulton County that range from as far north and south in Fulton. Each art center strategically placed inside the community to provide a staple center for all the citizens of Fulton County.
Now, they also offer activities for people of all ages. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we provide classes from ages 3 into as senior citizens as well. They can partake in classes, workshops, and events and programs in art, music, theater, performance arts, as well as computer.
Now, along those lines, tell us a little bit about some of the programs that are taking place during the summer months.
Our summer camp, students will participate, ages 5 through 12, will participate in what we call STEAM activities this summer. At each facility, we offer music, dance, theater, different genres of art, as well as computer coding, which is new this summer. Kids will learn how to build bots, have a script that they can write themselves, learn to perform, have a choreographed piece, and have a wonderful culminating event on a Friday afternoon during our summer camp.
What do you hope that kids learn from participating in those camps?
Fun. We offer a supplement that's not normally divided every day in a school year. We like to provide campers with an opportunity to experience the arts full time during the summer that they may not be able to experience during the school year. During the day, they'll shift through all of the genres that we provide before noon, and then in the afternoon partake in what we call our focus groups, where they'll receive an intensive study in the art of genre of their choice. They will then be scripted and be able to perform that Friday afternoon for their parents. Some students will create art, build sets, build a bot, have a robot that they build and construct, have a performance piece that they learn to sing, and then perform for their parents on a Friday afternoon.
And I know your work isn't limited with young people just during the summer months. What programs are administered throughout the year?
Throughout the year, we provide year-round programs in 8-week sessions. During our spring, winter, and fall sessions, citizens can partake in an array of cultural activity as well as performance-based activity that range from creative writing, social media for seniors, voice lessons, acting, pottery, watercolor, you name it. We have it here at the Art Centers.
Now, there are also exhibits that are specific to the summer months. Tell us a little bit about those.
A few exhibits that we're having is associated with our Teen Artist Academy, which takes place at all of our 5 art centers in the month of July. The Teen Artist Academy program is a camp for teens ages 13 through 17. They will partake in a variety of cultural events this summer that range from voice, dance, music, theater, technology, and they'll have an exhibition that will take place at the very end of the summer session. One thing that is happening at the Aviation Community Cultural Center is with the public art program, and it's called Eye in the Sky, where 4 artists have come together to exhibit their works in drone and aerial photography.
Now, why is it so significant for arts and culture to be a part of not just of children's lives, but also the lives of adults?
The arts are a part of our cultural landscape here in Fulton County. They add vibrancy to our lives. It gives citizens an opportunity to partake and be the artist, to be the center of attention, to be the star, to learn how to perform on stage, to learn how to dance on stage, and to be a part of a community that offers them an outlet to their everyday lives. We like to be their cultural supplement, their health supplement, and to provide their families with a safe place to perform and act out.
Now, what's been the response from parents after their children complete these programs?
Wow, amazement. I want to come back for more. Oftentimes during our summer camp, the children do not want to leave. They want to stay for just a few more hours. They cry. They pull away from their parents because they love our camp so much. they become a part of the other kids. They make friends. So the takeaway from that we hope that every parent will experience is more, that they want to see more of our programs, more offerings, more time for their students or their child to participate. They want to be involved in our events and activities, and oftentimes they want to do that too. We are amazed about how many adults want to partake in a ballet class or a hip hop class at our facilities because their children are having such a good time and they don't want to leave. So the takeaway is fun, amazement, and relaxation and rest. We hope that we build an excitement around the parents and their families, that they want to continue to come back for more and more events and activities at our facilities.
What is it like for a lot of these folks to be exposed to programs and to fields within the arts that they might not have been able to be exposed to otherwise?
Wow, that is a very interesting question. It's something that you see and hear every day, especially when you have a citizen who may not have experienced, per se, a theater class or a voice acting class before. They've been wanting these events and activities to take place in their community for a very long time. They don't want to drive across town. They want to stay close to home. And so to be able to offer this opportunity for them to partake at affordable prices, prices that citizens can afford, with an array of events that they can partake in throughout the day, throughout the week, even on Saturday evenings. It really enhances their lives. I would feel that it gives them a sense of warmness and happiness, that they don't have to travel very far to partake in these activities, and that things that may be offered in different areas of the metropolitan area are right here in Fulton County for them to partake in.
Terrell Jackson, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, Daryl.
And we'll be back to wrap up the show after this short break. Now, before we go, we want to give you a look at the locations of Fulton County's libraries and arts and culture centers. And that's all of our time. Thanks for joining us for Fulton at Work, and a very special thanks to our guests. Now, we want to connect with you online. Please check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm Daryl Carver, and we'll see you next time.